悉地吽，唵不如莲生悉地吽，唵不如莲生悉地吽，唵不如莲生悉地吽，
阿弥陀佛。师尊现在建在楼上边展览室，签书。如果你要请师尊帮你签书祝福的，可以现在到外上边到上边，师尊的书啊，展览室，请或者是要签书，法印这些的，现在可以开始
吽。 悉地吽。 唵 悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。 生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。
啊。
地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。 地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。
Sheng
生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。 唵
法会即将开始，手机请关机或调整为震动静音模式。谢谢大家。
Today on December 2nd, 2017, here at the Taiwan Lei Tsang Temple in Chaotun, Taiwan, the head temple of True Buddha School in Taiwan, we have Padma Kumara Homa fire offering ceremony. The ceremony will begin now.
真佛宗台湾礼长寺莲花童子护国祈灾祈福正义敬爱超度。
And we have the Padma Kumara Homa fire offering ceremony for purifications, country protections, enhancements, magnetization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. Now, please stand up, and together we will welcome our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, Simu Rinpoche, and the Assembly of Masters to enter into the ceremonial hall. We will be reciting the root Guru mantra. Inviting our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to make an offering of incense. Perform great homage using visualization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second, to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, head bow. With utmost reverence, we are inviting the Supreme Dharma King, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to ascend to the Dharma throne. Inviting Sumo Vajra Master Lian-Sheng to take the Dharma seat. And inviting Rinpoche and the Dharma Masters to take the Dharma seats. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants to please be seated. First, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to the Supreme Dharma King, our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We would also like to welcome Simu Vajra Master Lian-Sheng. And we would also like to extend warm welcome to all participating Rinpoche, Dharma Masters, reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants. Thank you for coming and for your support in this ceremony. Now we have the ritual for the invitation of Dharma transmission conducted by the Federation of True Buddha School Malaysia. So on December 16, 2017, the Federation of True Buddha School Malaysia will conduct Mahotara Heruka Grand Ceremony for Country Protection, Purification, Enhancements, and Further Deliverance at the Malaysia International and Trade Exhibition Center. It will be personally transmitted by Our Lady Street Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. His Holiness will also confer the supreme empowerment of Mahotara Heruka Dharma lineage blood. Now, with utmost reverence, we would like to our sincere heart to beseech to our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. First, please pay homage to the lineage Guru and the two jewels. All the representatives will present the offering of Hatha and an offering. First, we would like to invite the President of the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia, Wajah Master Lian Thai, to present Hatha and also Dharma crown and robe to represent that your disciples complete refuge to our lineage with Guru's body, speech, and mind. And second, the permanent advisor to the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia, Wajah Master Kao Sampu, presented the offering of Hatha and also a longevity vase made of silver embellished with turquoise to represent our deepest wish for our root Guru's longevity and health to continually turn the Dharma wheel in samsara. Next is the Vice President, Wajah Master Lian Fu, presented the offering of Hatha and a treasure vase to represent our diligence in the 6 paramitas and practice in offering and endurance until enlightenment. Next is the Vice President Wajah Master Lian Yun, presented the offering of Hatha and a Sarira Pagoda to represent our prayers to the lineage Guru to bless the disciples' perseverance to keeping the precepts and practicing diligently to attain prajna wisdom. Next, we have the Vice President of the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia and also the Abbot of the Sabah Temple, Master Lian Hui, presented the offering of Hatha and the pure gold chanting beads. Each of the beads represent the heart of gratitude of your disciples, always mindful to beseech the Buddha to stay in samsara. And next is the Director of the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia, Wajah Master Lian Yi, presented the offering of Hatha and also the Thangka of Mahotara Heruka for the Mahotara ceremony in Malaysia to benefit all sentient beings. And next also the Director of the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia and also the Director of the Federation of Buddhist School Malaysia, Wajah Master Lian Qi, and the Dharma educator Lianhua Simei presented the offering to Simu and also a bouquet of flowers. We are inviting all the reps to pay homage to the lineage Guru and the two jewels of the altar. ceremony will be held on December 16, Saturday of 2017 at 1 p.m. Saturday, December 16th at 1 p.m. at the Malaysia International and Trade Exhibition Center. If you would like to attend, make sure that you contact the organizing party to get the proper admissions. The Padma Kumara Homa fire offering ceremony has now begun, the offering of Hatha. Now let us all join our palms with sincerity, and we would like to invite Vajramaster Lian Yu to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Form Padma Kumara Mudra. Visualize our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, sitting on top of our heads, radiating lights to bless us. Recite the root Guru mantra, the long mantra 7 times to pray for lineage blessings. Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, behind you, teachers and friends, and in front of you, enemies and karmic debtors. Around us, all sentient beings, together practicing tantric Dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Wake up call. Clap twice and snap your fingers. Inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial devocation, to bless the prayer, the registration forms, the Homa cards, and all the offerings with Vajrapala and scepter. Purification mantras.
Om Shuddhari Shuddhari Shumari Shumari Soha. Om Vajratan He He Hong. Namo Samanto Motoram. Om Toru Toru Tere Soha. Zao Qing Zhou.
Invocation mantra.
Hong Soha. Om Hong Soha. Om Hong Soha. We sincerely invoke the lineage root guru of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa ceremony, Namo Padma Kumara, True Buddha School lineage gurus, Namo Dharma Buddha, Namo Five Dhyani Buddhas, Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jade Pond, Namo 8 primary deities of True Buddha School, of Taiwan Lei Tsang temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, True Buddha Assembly divinities, all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable, to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, the main deity of Homa, Namo Padma Kumara, and all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Man may rule 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow us self-realization. Om Samad. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Armor protection. From Vajra Claps Mudra. Recite mantra. Touch the mudra to the brow, throat, heart, left and right shoulders. As you release the mudra, visualize 4 rays of blue lights on your 4 sides, protecting practitioners and the ceremony.
Now, with reference, we are inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala. Please stand up. And with reference, we're inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the fire pit, to set ceremonial demarcation around it, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enhancements, magnetization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. We will be reciting the Hat Mantra of Padma Kumara, the Root Guru Mantra. inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne.
莲生母莲香金刚上师上法座，恭请仁波切及上师团上法座，教师请上座。
Inviting Simu, Rinpoche, and all the Dharma masters to return to the Dharma seats, and we're inviting everybody to please be seated. enter into samadhi. Visualize the deity Padmakumara merges with the practitioners and merge with the Homa fire. Enter into samadhi. Recite heart mantras of the eight principal deities and incan Buddha Amitabha.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Punamo Rindorin Soha. Om Ha Ha Wei Samoye Soha. Om Zri Zri Zendi Soha. Om Zembara Chanan Chanaye Soha. Om A Hum Betza Guru Pema Siti Hum Se. Om A Hum Guru Pe A He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Hum. Deata Om Pekaziya Pekaziya Maha Pekaziya Raja Samo Kate Soha. 念佛，南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。回向，愿同念佛者同生。
May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Inviting our lineage Guru to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to the main deity of Homa, Maha Vairocana, Buddha Lokana, Amitabha Tathagata, Padma Kumara. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to the 18th Maha Padma Kumaras, to the middling Padmakumaras and to the small Padmakumaras. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to all Padmakumaras of the 3 times in the 10 directions. We pray that you radiate bright light upon samsara, to the 6 rebirth realms and all the rebirth realms. We pray that you bless us so that we have attainments in our spiritual cultivation, that we can also generate light to widely salvage sentient beings and to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. Please bless our participants so that their karma be eradicated, their karmic sicknesses be alleviated, their afflictions be eradicated, obstructions be eliminated. We pray that you bless us with ample good fortunes and resources, and please enhance our prajna wisdom. And we pray that we can live in harmony with love and respect. We pray that we can subdue all the evil spirits and malicious ghosts. We pray that we are endowed with auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock. And those amidst this auspiciousness, pray for the blessings by the root guru, for the absorption by the yidam, and for the protection by the protectors. May all participants gain good health. All goes according to our wishes. Calamities transform into auspiciousness, and that we have strong commitment in our spiritual cultivations. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hum. May all of our prayers be granted in perfection. We pray to Vairocana Buddha, to Buddha Lokana, to Amitabha Tathagata, and Padmakumara, to lead all the gods of the heavens, gods on earth, so that we abandon all calamities and all calamities far from us, and let all disasters turn into dust. And may all of our prayers be granted. And may all enemies and enmities vanish. May all obstructions and hindrances disappear. Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Om Pitsa Sato Samaya Malu Palaya Pitsa Sato Tairu Patitsa Tsu Me Pawa Suto Tayo Me Pawa Supu Tayo Me Pawa Anurato Me Pawa Sawa Siddhi Me Pulaya Sam Sawa Kama Sutsame Chittamo Solidan Kulu Hop Ha 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 Bakabun Sawa Tatakata Bitsamame Manza Bitsipawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe Pizza Sato Samaya Malu Palaya Pizza Sato Teiru Paticha Chicho Mipawa Suto Taio Mipawa Subu Taio Mipawa Anulato Mipawa Sawa Siti Mipulaya Sawa Kama Sutsame Chitamo Solidan Guru Ho Ha 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 Pakabun Sawa Tatakata Pizza Mame Manza Pizza Bawa Maha Samaya Sato Ahum Pe Pizza Sato Samaya Malu Palaya Pizza Sato Teiru Paticha Chicho Mipawa Suto Taio Mipawa Subu Taio Mipawa Anurato Mipawa Sawa Siti Mipulaya Sawa Karma Sutsame Chitamo Solidan Gulu Hop Ha 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 Pakabun Sawa Tatakata Pizza Mame Manza Pizza Bawa Maha Samaya Sato Ahum Pe
观想大礼拜，礼拜根本本上。
Great homage using visualization first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth headband. Recite completion mantra. The ceremony has been completed in perfection. We are truly grateful to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Padma Kumara Homa fire offering ceremony. With utmost reverence, we beseech our lineage Guru, His Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to bestow the precious Buddha Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Thubten Dorji. Homage to the main deity of Homa, Padma Kumara. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. And on the altar to the Golden Mother, Amitabha Tathagata, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, and the protector Yamantaka, Akalanata, Namo Hai King Kuan Yin, and Namo Hai King Kuan Yin Sutra, and all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, and all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Homage to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dharmapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. 师母、图腾次第仁波切、all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and all disciples, and all disciples over the webcast, and our participating VIPs today are the Chief Secretary to the Taiwan government, Mr. Zheng Peifu and Mrs. Zheng, academician from Academia Sinica, Professor Zhu Ziyi and Mrs. Zhu, and the council from Nantou County, Mr. Li and Mrs. Li, and the secretary to the Nantou County Council, Mr. Chen Guozhong, the law advisor to True Buddha School, Ms. Jennifer Zhou and Mr. Lu Wenxiang, and True Buddha School Scholars Group and Medical Group, and the Council of Tainan City, the rep to Mr. Tsai Wang-Quan, and the ROC Overseas Chinese Compatriots Affairs in Seattle, the former director, Mr. Xiong, from Malaysia, Datuk Kenneth Loy, Latin, Meeting, and their daughter Li Qian. From Vietnam, Zhongjun Enterprise President Mr. Deng Chongjun. He's been a disciple for many lifetimes. And fellow disciples from Vietnam, a total of 30 people. And from Vietnam, the Phu Liao International Company General Manager, Mr. Zheng En Chuan. From Vietnam, the Xie Wei Mechanical Company General Manager, Mr. Li Chongxian. Mr. and Mrs. Zhu. The directors of the Lotus Light Charity Society of Taiwan, Mr. Zhang Yaolun, and the president of the Worldwide Lotus Light Charity Society, and the producers for the Great Perfection Dharma Havaja Exposition into Messages of Tantrayana, Master Lian Yue, and the host, Dharma Sister Pei Ju. And the host to Lamdre and the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, Master Lian Hai, Master Lian He, and Master Lian Jia. Producers for the Gen Gen Sang Shinten, Illuminating Your Heart of CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Xiaqi. And the elder of True Buddha School, Master Chang Zi, and Master Chang Ren, and Thank you to Dharma brother Chen Jingqiang for his donation of 100,000 NT dollars. And from Hong Kong, Dharma sister Yang Chuo-Jian for a donation of 100,000 NT dollars. And Dharma sister Xu Ling also 100,000 NT dollars. Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
Selamat siang, selamat petang. Sawadika, kamsamida. Ngomo konnichiwa. Doichi, hola amigo. Merci beaucoup. 日本的上师有来吗？
Is the Japanese master here? Konnichiwa. Today we perform Padma Kumara Homa, and we can say that this is the greatest empowerment for the lineage. If anyone felt that they have lost the lineage by attending the ceremony today and by receiving the empowerment of the lineage flow, then you regain your lineage. And I guarantee that there would be the greatest Dharma flow inside your body as the empowerment is conferred upon you. And we have extremely numerous primary supplicants today. There were many, many of them. And everybody will receive huge fortune. Today, as I was signing the books, the first person in line was a couple bringing a child. And they offered 2 huge red envelopes. And I thought, just for signing the books, there's no need to offer such huge red envelopes because it's always voluntary. So my eyes sparkled a little. And they secretly told me that they won the huge lottery. won the huge lottery. Okay, can't say more, so I close my my mouth. Very pleased. So Usu Mei from Tatan culture, where is she? Nobody stood up? She's gone to the bathroom? Did she see the prize winner? Someone won the prize, but it's best if nobody saw them. Because in the past, when someone won the lottery, someone went to them and said, what was said? Let me tell you. Golden Mother told me that you win the lottery, we just borrow your hands to win the lottery in order to build my temple. It's to build my temple. Please don't applaud yet. Let me finish and then you can applaud. So she said that Golden Mother borrowed your hand to build my temple. Oh, good that you won the lottery. That's good. And for your living expenses, I'll leave 1 million for you, and the remaining 54 millions are all for me. For the basic living expenses, I will give you, but the rest of the money is to build my temple. So after that, after they won the lottery, they never showed up again. They were so scared. And not only them. After I listened to her talk, I also shocked. I was shocked too. Please remember, everyone can build a temple inside their hearts. Inside your temple, you make offering to the Yidam inside your own hearts. Then there would be true merits. If there is no functions to the Lei Tsang temple, then that's not the authentic. So if the Lei Tsang temple is not propagating true Buddha-authentic Dharma, then that's not authentic. If the Lei Tsang temple is only for non-profit organization, it's to gain benefits, then that's not authentic. If it's to gain fame, it's also not authentic. And if it's just a jumping stone to your own gains and benefits, then that's not authentic. The true merits are gained by practicing according to the lineage root guru's teachings and practice every single day, then you would gain true merits. If you practice every single day according to the root guru's teachings, then you gain true merits. There's one thing that's very important. The other day, we dined together with several fellow disciples from Malaysia. The whole table, they were all males, and I asked them, "Have you read my book writing about the ghost?" And only one of them said yes, but the rest were very quiet. They have not read the book. Today, a new book is published. It's the ghost among ghosts. It's more truthful than the first book writing about the ghost. Why did I say this? That the book writing about the ghosts is already very authentic, based on my observations. But this new book, the ghosts of all ghosts, are about, this book is about the true personal experience of the true Buddha disciples. So this book is even more authentic. So these two books, writing about ghosts and the ghosts of all ghosts, every disciple should have these two books, and every disciple should have read these two books. If you can't buy the books in hard copies, then you can get on the website tbpoye.org. So if you want to keep this kind of materials, then you can buy these two books, writing about ghosts and the ghosts of all ghosts. Then you would have the proper wisdom to discern. So Grandmaster now is telling everybody, True Buddha School is a non-profit organization. It's not for profits, and it's not for fame. It's not for status. We don't want any of those. What we want is to be reborn into the pure lands, the Buddha lands. I once saw the monk bag of Master Changzi. Please show me your monk bag. On it, it's written True Buddha School, and nothing at the back. It's been a long time since you washed your bag. It's moldy. It's good if you can grow Ganoderma or Lingzi on it. But I once saw, through my divine eyes, that on Changzi's monk bag, there were characters on it written to be reborn into the Buddha land. One night, about 3 or 4 days ago, for the whole night, as I was sleeping, Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva entered into my dream, descended from the sky and entered into my dream. And she taught me a Dharma practice that I never heard before. So the Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva taught me a Dharma practice which I never heard before. And the Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva told me, just practice according to my teaching. And I agreed. And she said it, and I followed it one by one, step by step, according to Hiking Kuan Yin's instruction. And I practiced until dawn. And at 7:30, when Simu woke me up, I woke up. And I told Simu that Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva transmitted a Dharma to me, right? So I can practice. I'm able to practice in the dream too. I really did practice in my dream. After I did my practice, I gained really swift response. I had an unresolved issue. And in my dream, I practiced the Dharma taught by Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and I practiced according to his instruction. And after completing the practice, upon getting up, the issue was resolved. So the response was immediate, and it was resolved right away. So that's why today I especially offer my gratitude to Hiking Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and to offer my gratitude to Namo Hiking Kuan Yin Sutra, and gratitude to all the well-departed Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, inside the Hiking Kuan Yin Sutra. Very grateful to them all. Let me tell you, this is very true. And only this is the real truth. The other day, Dharma brother Mei Hua, he was seated next to me and told me, one time there was a fellow disciple that went with axe to Wanhua, which is like a point of interest market that kills snakes. They sell snakes, gallbladder and snake meat and soup. And X told the disciple, and the fellow disciple told X, "Where is my brother Meihua? Where is he? He's outside." Oh well, I'll just recap. The disciple, "How come my heart beats so fast?" And X immediately replied, "I have communicated to the snake that this snake was an ancestor of your past life. That's why you felt it, and your heart beat so fast." So I told Dharma Sister Shiachi about this story. And she said that, "What kind of story is always the same?" When I went to the fisherman wharf at San Francisco, I felt something strange in my stomach, and I told X that I felt something strange, and I was standing in front of cooked crabs. They're all dead crabs. And X said that of all these crabs, there was your father from the past life. Oh, then what should you do? Then you should just buy all the crabs and bring them back to the X temple. And Dharma Sister Shi kneeled down and cried really hard. Cried really hard. It was worse than when her own father was sick. And then the fellow disciple said that the meat of your dad was very tasty. When Dharma Sister Shi heard that story, said, "Oh, the same kind of story, always related to you. It's always the same story. Why don't you make up new stories?" The Master has lots of materials, but I left it in Seattle, a whole pile of it, written by disciples. Maybe as much as this table. I didn't bring them back here. So why don't you make up something new so that it's very refreshing? So that my books are not so boring. I saw Master Lian Yu. Please stand up. Did you see X ghost? Give her a microphone. If you see it, then say so. If you don't, then don't. One night, I saw tall and white thing as tall as 2 floors, just a shadow. I didn't see his face. I felt it quite strange. Please sit down. Let me tell you, a face like a pizza with huge mouth and the tongue lolling out very long, and the 2 eyes emitting blue light, and on the head there is like a meat growth that's purple, and the head bomb cracked open and there was a tongue sticking out, and the tongue of a snake, and the tongue is like this, the tongue, and the 2 eyes are blue light, and an upturned nose and huge mouth, and like a really huge and long tongue like a hatha, and there was a meat like a head bomb at the top of the head, and the meat opened, and there was another tongue with that split open sticking out. Isn't it scary? Really scary. That's her original form. She's the blood drinker demon from the hell. That's my authentic seeing. That's my true vision. Not short, quite huge. And the figure is as round as a water barrel with 2 short legs and 2 long arms, and she loves to take other people's stuff, and 2 tongues, and the tongue sticking out, and her tongue here that had drawn in the blood of all sentient beings. That's a really weird thing, which is the blood drinker demon from hell. So time is about up. So I have seen her original form already. There's no need to say more. Today, let's talk about Lamdre. Lamdre is transmitted by a really great guru in Tantrayana, that's Virupa. And Virupa practiced Chakrasamvara, Heruka, which we have transmitted already. And Chakrasamvara has 60 Dharma practices. Do you know, in ancient India, there were 2 temples. One is the Nalanda University of Buddhism, and the other one, I'm asking all the masters. Master Lin said it's the Chaojie Temple. That's correct. Please applaud her. So the Chaojie Temple has 6 6 doors, 6 gates. Now let me ask you, the guardian of the east gate of the 6 gates is who? Who is it? Everybody's checking the internet. Well, if you check your cell phone. Who? Oh, Santipa, the Santipa Mahasiddha. And he practiced Chakrasamvara and Guya Samaya, which we will transmit in February. Santipa Mahasiddha. He's the guardian of the east gate, and the guardian of the west gate is the Yu self-mastery, and Naropa is the guardian of the south gate. So the 6 famous lineage gurus of Tantrayana guard the 6 gates. And someone went to study the Buddha Dharma. And who was that? First, he went to the east gate from Santipa to study that Guya Samaya and Chakrasamvara Dharma. And that was Drogmi Yeshi Sakyayisi. And who transmitted Lamdre? That was Virupa. And then Santipa. Sakyayishi and Drogmi Ishi. So Drogmi is the oldest guru of Lamdre. So today we talk about Lamdre. On the colorful altar, the 11 base empowerments obtained are the 7 empowerments of water, precious crown, scepter, bell, name, forbidden action, and Vajra master, plus the 4 empowerments of love and approval, confirmation, the Su breathing, and praise. And the characters Bojja altar, the one who receives one of the 5 secret empowerments on the 3 kinds of empowerment conference is classified based on their upholding methods into 5 kinds. Receiving empowerment from the Buddha Father and receiving instructions at his place, receiving empowerment from the Buddha Mother and instructions from her empty chants, and getting contaminated by the Mara of improper thoughts, so one has no power to receive from these 2 physical bodies, yet one can receive empowerment through the power of remedy or straightening out. The difference of this mindset can be divided into 3 types. 1. Minor differences. The secret item which is produced between the conch and the clam is placed on the tongue. 2. Middling differences. The item is mixed with curdled milk or wine to be taken as drink. And 3. Major differences. The item cannot be placed on the tongue. Instead, it is placed on the throat area as a symbol of the light drop. Next, the bodhicitta altar. Having obtained wisdom and intelligence, this is the continuum that instructs on the wisdom seals and all the wisdom delight to generate the yogic experiences of the 4 bliss. Next, the meaningful bodhicitta altar, or the altar of the potential wisdom chi. The 4th level empowerment is divided into 5 types. First, at the causal position, the empowerment is merely words showing the path to liberation, regarded as the fourth empowerment by words. Second, if one still has not mastered the wisdom of the third level empowerment, but what is relied upon is complete and pure, when the empowerment is conferred using transmission procedure, it is called the fourth empowerment with reliance. Third, directly pointing that yogic experiences and Buddha's wisdom are no different. This is the superior fourth level empowerment. Fourth, for convenience to add to one's realization, permission on practicing on the path is called the fourth empowerment for use on the path. Fifth, combining all the causal practices at the ultimate perfect Buddha ground is the fourth empowerment to bear fruition. The last two empowerments are gradually conferred. Let me ask you, I just read Lamdre. Now do you understand what it means? I just read from the excerpt. Do you understand? Oh, you're very direct. If I don't explain it, who would have understood? You need two things. First, you need spiritual cultivations from many lifetimes in order to comprehend. Or you practice it yourself personally and you have attainments, then you would understand. Other than these two things, nobody would be able to understand. The use of words are very terse, and the meanings are very profound. So the novice would be lost. So that's why not many people truly receive Lamdre lineage. Not very many people have lineage for Lamdre. Not that many people can truly comprehend and expound on Lamdre. Very few and far in between. And today, the one that can expound on Lamdre is Grandmaster Sungyen Lu. Grandmaster Lu. If you go to the Sakya temple now, and in order to study it, you have to practice for a very long period of time. And you need the reincarnations from many lineage gurus in order to understand. My guru taught me that the first level empowerment is the vase empowerment, and the second level empowerment is the empowerment of the red and white flower, and the third level empowerment is the true touch empowerment. However, it has now become the touch empowerment by a brush, a paintbrush. And the fourth level empowerment, the highest empowerment of great perfection, has no form. However, he divided it into 5 types, which is the supreme or the meaningful bodhicitta altar, and also the altar of the potential wisdom qi, in order to receive the empowerments. First is empowerment by words. And second is the empowerment through the reliance. And third is teaching you the Buddha's wisdom. That's the superior fourth level. And the fourth kind is to add to one's realization, permission on practicing on the path is the fourth empowerment for use on the path. And the second one, the fifth one is the ultimate. The fourth level empowerment has no form. However, in Tainan City, there was a woman which is short and ugly and accepting lots of money on behalf of Grandmaster, and then she gave people fourth level empowerment, and then she got all the money. I don't know why this woman dared to receive money for the fourth level empowerment. You know, up till now, Grandmaster has never conferred the fourth level empowerment to anyone. I don't know where this woman came from. And she got the money for fourth level empowerment and said that that was from me. And she claimed that I am on the phone with her every day. Had this woman be very beautiful and gorgeous, that's possible. But oh my gosh, she's short and ugly. I heard it, I've never seen her. And yet, she's accepting money for fourth level empowerment on my behalf. That's horrible, because you have to go to hell 4 times. By getting those kind of money, you have to go to hell 4 times. Well, that's your problem. But let me tell you, the first empowerment, base empowerment, can be done by water empowerment, precious crown, scepter, bell empowerment, name empowerment, forbidden action, and Vajra master empowerments, for a total of 7 empowerments. They are all obtained through the base empowerments. And the second kinds, which is the sand mandala, can be used for the second level empowerment. If you receive empowerment from the Buddha Father, or receiving empowerment for the Buddha Mother, and receiving instructions at her empty chants, I need to explain this. If you receive it from the Buddha Father's place, I give you empowerment with white and red flower. If you receive it from me, then I would let you eat the red and white flowers. The red flower represents the red body, and the white flower is the white body. If you receive empowerment from the Buddha Mother, the second level empowerment, how is the empowerment? It's the red cloth banner and the white cloth banner would be drip from the space, hanging from the space, red and white. That's the empowerment that you receive from the Buddha Mother. So the secret item of the secret empowerment. Now we use red and white flower, but in the ancient time they used the white conch and clam shell, and stick your tongue, and they place the conch and the clam on top of your tongue. That's a kind of empowerment in the ancient time. For the Sakya school, they don't use red and white flowers. They use the conch and the clam shell. For the empowerment, and they place them on the tongue and ask them to stick their tongue. And a greater empowerment cannot be placed on the tongue, then it's placed on the throat as a symbol of the light drops at this place. Use the big conch that you cannot put on the tongue. If you stick your tongue, that a huge conch would be too big, so they just touch it on the throat to symbolize the white body. As a symbol of the light drop. There's a difference here. And the third kind of empowerment is the most secret empowerment. Bodhicitta altar. Having obtained wisdom and intelligence, this is the continuum that instructs on the wisdom seals and all the wisdom relied to generate the yogic experiences of the four bliss. What does it mean? With the instruction of the Guru, they are a yogi and a yogini. By the guidance of the Guru, which parts have to be touched as the third level empowerment. So what's written here, the Guru lead them so to give the hand of the yogini to the yogi. So that's the wisdom seals. So the Guru give the wisdom seals to your hands to generate the yogic experiences of the four bliss. Let me teach you how is the initial bliss, or the second, the supreme bliss, or the third, the superior bliss, and the fourth, the ultimate bliss. Four blisses. The initial bliss, the supreme bliss, the superior bliss, and the ultimate bliss. And how you retract them to become four emptiness. From four blisses transform into four emptiness. So you're already at a very high level on the third level empowerment. Without such qualification, it's impossible for you to practice it. And the fourth level empowerment is the meaningful bodhicitta altar, or the altar of the potential wisdom chi. Grandmaster has this altar of the potential wisdom chi. Then I can confer the empowerment directly by words, conferring the fourth level empowerment. That's the first kind of fourth level empowerment. Today's teaching is extremely deep and profound. The initial empowerment is the base empowerment. The second level empowerment is the empowerment through Zen mandala. The third level empowerment is the bodhicitta altar. I have to set up the bodhicitta altar in order to confer the empowerments upon you. And the fourth is the meaningful bodhicitta altar. Only Grandmaster knows about this meaningful bodhicitta altar, about the potential wisdom chi. Only Grandmaster knows. Even X doesn't even know this. She never received my third level empowerment, not even second level empowerment. I don't know, but definitely not the third level empowerment and the fourth level empowerment. Definitely not. So these are the four kinds of empowerments. And it's okay for you just to understand the surface, because I will only show you my altar or mandala when I confer the empowerment upon you. But don't go to my consultation room and ask for the third level empowerment or the fourth level empowerment. Because for the third level empowerment, I have to set up the altar. It's not that by asking then you have and then you can get the empowerment right away. That's not the case. And for the fourth level empowerment, I need to explain it to you too, by words, lots of them. For the fourth level empowerment, recently I have written a book. What is the title of this book? No changes in the sky, or the sky doesn't change. Inside this book, I wrote about the third level empowerment and fourth level empowerment. So you have to read it. But I guarantee you will not understand it. The sky doesn't change. There may be many parts that you will not understand about this book. It's 6:14 already. Uh-oh. You may not understand everything I said today, especially the little kids. Only those who study Tantric Dharma would understand. A couple was strolling around on the street, and the wife saw the newest version of the cell phone, and the husband asked, "Do you like it?" And the wife said, "Of course." And the husband said, "If you like it, just look at it a little longer." And then she glared at it for a while and then asked, "Why don't you buy one for me?" And the husband replied, the one who loves you is not just the one spending money on you, but the one spending time with you. And the wife replied that I like you because, even when you don't have money, you can still say such nice things and beautifully. So the Dharma I just taught about 4 levels of empowerments. This is a very profound teaching. The 4th level empowerment has no form. completely free from any forms. If you can obtain the fourth level empowerment, then you're guaranteed to attain Buddhahood in this very body, in this lifetime. It's okay if you just take a look. You don't have to buy it. First day in school, Xiaoming was dressing sloppily to school, and the teacher asked, "What happened to you?" And Xiaoming replied, "I ran into a robber on the way to school." What did he rob? Well, he robbed me my homework. And the teacher said, "Get out of here." So let me tell you, what is on your mind? Grandmaster knows what's on your mind. So one day I will call someone to come in and to get out, to ask him or her to come in and then to go out. Why? Without saying anything. If you understand, then you understand the joke of Xiaoming. The president and went to visit the elementary schools, and it was really hot. And he said, "Get some fan." And then when they visit the prisons, it's also really hot. And then the president said that, "Oh, install aircon." And then the assistant asked, "Why?" "Oh, because after I completed my presidency, do you think I will go study at elementary school?" So that means he knows about himself. So every one of us should know about ourselves, about our own limits. So sometimes just saying things as you like is useless. You have to be sincere. You have to be earnest in your practice and to show your power. Can you practice in your dream? Anyone can practice in your dream? The masters? Can you practice in your dream? Grandmaster can practice in his dream. That was the sleep and dream yoga of the 6 yogas of Naropa. So it's a dream yoga or the illusory yoga. It's the same for empowerment. There's the illusory empowerment and also dream empowerment. The one that you receive from the Buddha Mother is the red light and white light that you receive during empowerment or in meditation. She give the red and white light empowerment upon you, and the experience is very vivid and clear. the thief was caught by the policeman and asked, "Why do you want to be a thief?" "Oh, I'm a researcher." "Why? You're a researcher, you want to be a thief?" "Well, because I'm doing the research in order to become a thief." Because in Chinese the play of words is like he is researching the locks. It sounded like that. So please don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand Tantrayana. Please don't have the wrong perception that you think that Grandmaster has completed all the Tantric Dharma teachings. When I was in retreat, there were two people that said, "It's best if Grandmaster never gets out again, and we'll just take care of everything." You know who they are? It's best if Grandmaster just live in seclusion forever and never get out again, and we'll take care of it. But you don't even understand Tantric Dharma. Don't understand Tantrayana. What I have taught is just the basics. If I don't come out again and expound on Lamdre, you think you understand all about Tantrayana? That you've become the king, you've become the leader? The first one who told me not to get out again, it was Lian-Sheng, Master Alan Ho. He said, "Grandmaster, why don't you just live in seclusion forever and everything, I'll take care of everything." First person was Lian-Sheng, Alan Ho, and second person, you must have guessed right. She said, "Let me just take care of everything. Grandmaster can just be in seclusion forever." That was the infamous, the notorious ex. So let's ask her to talk about, to expound on Lamdre, then we'll know. Om Mani Padme Hum.
我们再一次热烈掌声，感谢师尊精彩宝贵的传法开示。台湾礼让寺有以下的法务报告。下礼拜六12月9号，师尊会在这边举行
Would be Yellow Jambala Homa Fire Offering Ceremony next Saturday. And on Sunday at 3 p.m. On December 16, His Holiness will be in Malaysia, in KL, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, to preside over Mahottara Heruka Homa fire offering ceremony there. Now we are inviting His Holiness to consecrate the Buddha images and also to bless the Great Compassion holy water and to bless everybody. Now let's recite the root Guru mantra.
Om Guru Lian-Sheng 嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽。
恭请圣真生法王座。
Now, with utmost reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. And with utmost reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to confer the empowerments for Padma Kumara. And during the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, to form the mudra, and to recite the mantra. So, the empowerment banner today is the True Buddha School Refuge Tree Empowerment, and His Holiness will bestow the greatest Dharma flow upon all who receive the empowerments today. This includes the lineage empowerment, the root deity, the root guru yoga, and the swiftest way to be reborn in the Maha Twin Double Lotus Pond, and the Vajra chanting, and the 5 attainment Dharma practice, the True Buddha rice offering practices, and the Living Buddha Lian-Sheng's hair sarira practice, as well as the purification, re-purification empowerments. This ends the English invitation today. Thank you.
Om Guru Len Sen Sit Di Hum. 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 嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲生悉地吽。
点的，请赶快过来灌点。请大家面向坛城观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切佛，嗡啊吽，观想个礼拜为天心善因，二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽，观想个礼拜为天心善因，三拜护法金刚，嗡啊吽，观想个礼拜为天心善因，平等一起手。迎师子请就位，钟鼓手请就位。我们准备恭送根本上师，弟子众等祈愿师真，
佛体安康，长寿自在。
也祈请师真，
常驻台湾，大转法轮，广度众生。
法会吉祥圆满，恭送根本传承上师圣人。
莲生心地吽， 唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉。
贵宾、同门及善信大德前来护持今天的莲花童子附魔大法会，法会吉祥圆满，也感谢网络上的同门护持。台湾莲生寺祝大家平安吉祥圆满。我们的网络直播就到这里，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。